The mysterious case of the missing treasure of Turtle Island in the small town of Beachville, where the sun always shines bright and the sea breeze smells sweet. A legendary treasure had been hidden for centuries. The treasure was said to be buried deep within Turtle Island, a tiny island just off the coast of Beachville. Many had tried to find it, but none had succeeded. 12-year-old Max and his best friend, 11-year-old Emma, had always been fascinated by the stories of the treasure. They spent most of their summer days exploring the island, searching for any clues that might lead them to the loot. One sunny morning, Max and Emma decided to investigate the old, abandoned lighthouse on the island. The lighthouse had been closed for years, and the kids had always been curious about what was inside. As they approached the entrance, they noticed that the door was slightly ajar. "Look, Emma. Someone or something has been here recently," Max whispered, pushing the door open slowly. The inside of the lighthouse was dark and dusty, with cobwebs hanging from the ceiling. The kids walked up the creaky stairs, their flashlights shining on old furniture and broken machinery. On the top floor, they found a small room with a single, old desk in the center. On the desk, there was a cryptic message scrawled on a piece of paper: "Where the sea meets the sky, look for the shell that shines." Below the message was a crude drawing of a shell. "What does it mean?" Emma asked, puzzled. "I think it's a riddle," Max replied, his eyes sparkling with excitement. "Let's go outside and see if we can figure it out." As they walked out of the lighthouse, they noticed that the sun was directly overhead, shining brightly in the sky. Suddenly, Emma pointed to the beach below. "Look, Max. The sea meets the sky right there, where the waves are crashing against the shore." Max's eyes followed Emma's finger, and that's when they saw it, a shell, half buried in the sand, glinting in the sunlight. "Wow, it's the shell that shines," Max exclaimed, racing down the stairs with Emma close behind. As they reached the shell, they noticed that it was slightly different from the others on the beach. It had a small, intricate lock on it. "I think we need a key to open it," Emma said, examining the lock closely. Max searched his pockets and found an old, rusty key he had found on the island a few days ago. "Try this," he said, handing the key to Emma. The key fit perfectly, and the shell creaked open, revealing a small, rolled-up parchment inside. As they unrolled the parchment, they found a treasure map, leading to the location of the treasure. The map showed a path through the jungle, over a rickety bridge, and into a hidden cave. Without hesitation, Max and Emma set off on their adventure, following the map through the dense jungle. The air was thick with the sounds of birds chirping and leaves rustling. They crossed the rickety bridge, their hearts pounding in their chests. Finally, they reached the entrance to the cave. It was dark and spooky, but the kids were determined to find the treasure. As they made their way deeper into the cave, they stumbled upon a large, old chest. "This must be it," Max exclaimed, his voice echoing off the cave walls. With trembling hands, Emma lifted the lid of the chest, and they both gasped in amazement. The chest was filled with glittering jewels, gold coins, and ancient artifacts. "We did it, Emma. We found the treasure," Max shouted, hugging his friend tightly. As they explored the treasure, they realized that it wasn't just gold and jewels, it was a piece of history, a window into the past. They spent hours examining the artifacts, learning about the people who had lived on Turtle Island centuries ago. As the sun began to set, Max and Emma reluctantly closed the chest, making a promise to keep the treasure safe and to share its secrets with the rest of the world. As they made their way back to Beachville, they couldn't stop talking about their adventure. They knew that they would always treasure the memories of that magical day on Turtle Island. The end.